Hello everybody, how you guys doing? Hope you're all doing great. Let me real quickly move this back up there. Had it moved down for the Life is Strange stream that we did last night. But we're back here on the Hunter Classic, hoping to find some leaderboard and or rare trophies today, because I'd really like to get a couple good size rares into our lodge. Now, let's see what missions we actually have, because I might try to do a little bit of missions. We still have 2.5 hours before the next daily mission, so let's take a look at what we currently have going here. We need to enable all of these right here. Perfect. Alright, so what map do you guys think we should start out on? I really want to get some type of deer species. I want to get a rare of some type of deer, so let me know what you guys think we should jump to first. Tiawaroa. Definitely. Perfect. Red Feather, White Heart. Oh, that's not good, Mel's. That's rough. Hey, Max, how's it going? Hey, Dodo boy. 275 level 4 moose and a 110 springbok. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Alright, well, I guess we'll do Red Feather. You know, it's actually been quite a while since I've gone there. And it's always been one of my favorite maps, but we just haven't gone there in ages. Let's go ahead and get over to Red Feather. I'm actually kind of excited because it's been ages since I've hunted here. The question is, what route do we want to take? I think what we'll do is we'll start here and then go all the way up around on the left side. And let's start a little bit earlier than normal. Let's go 7 instead of 8. Yeah, true, Blitz. And we can also get Blacktail here too, so double the chances of getting a deer trophy that I've been after. Plus we got the Roosevelts. Overall, just super good. Hey, Jarrell, how's it going? Hey, Keelan. Hey, Tall Boy. Hey, Jacob. Mac, Turtle Raider. How's everybody doing? Glad you enjoy, Keelan. Wasn't it a snapping turtle, Blitz? If I remember right. Is Red Feather a bit like Leighton? I guess you could say it's the Leighton of Classic. Or technically, Leighton is the Red Feather of Call of the Wild. But yeah, I guess they are pretty similar. So we'll end up heading that way. Let's check out our loadout real quick. So go to our Red Feather loadout, and then I'm also going to swap out a couple things because this is no longer the loadout I want to use here. So let's do this 7mm Odd 8. And then we'll get rid of the Red Dragon and put the Snakebite in there. Get a little bit more arrows. Drop the 44 Magnum. Probably go with, I guess, the 454, and that's just for bear defense. We don't need that. I think everything else is good. We need to change spotting scopes. Get the better one. I think we're good. I think we are good to go. Let's get rid of the backpack. And then I actually want to change to the Doc Mong Signer jacket. And all of the other Dockmon Signer clothes. Which jacket do we want? I think there's another one. I think there's a second jacket. Maybe I only have this one though. Well, let me actually look. I want to see if there is a second one. Hey, TTV, how's it going? Oh gosh, Blitz. Yeah, it doesn't sound fun. Sounds like it would be kind of difficult to deal with. Let's see. You know what? Hold on, I'm actually gonna buy something else. I think this will look really, really good. I think this will actually go pretty well with it. Let's resume real quick so it'll come through. It should have at least. No? Maybe if I go out again. Where's my items from the store? What is this? I might have to restart in order to get it. Let's see. Nope. Alright, we're gonna restart because I want to actually use this. Let's quit that and then re-go. Re-go? That's not even English. What am I saying? Ah. You guys know me, typical crow. Can't speak English properly. Alright. Let's try again. Oh, man. Should I buy Classic or Arc on PC? I mean, Classic's completely free, so I'd say go for Arc. Because Classic's free, so all the stuff in Classic you can earn through just, like, completing the missions for, gems, and then you can use the gems to buy stuff, so I'd say buy Arc, and then you'll still be able to play Classic for free. Oh gosh, tall boy, that sounds like a terrible fight. Jeez. And this is in like a middle school? That sounds kind of crazy. Alright. There we go. Honestly, the tweed jacket actually fits really well with the Dockmon Signer stuff. And it's got really good camo against deer. Not too bad. I like it. So let's go ahead and save that in our red feather slot. Perfect. Not too bad. Not too bad. Gotcha, tall boy. Yeah, that's kind of wild. Aren't crows meant to be smart? Wow. That's just hurtful, man. I'm gonna go cry in a corner now. Let's actually go clear to the edge over there. Thanks, Max. I appreciate it. We should be at 25K, I'd say, by the end of the year, maybe? I think by the end of the year we can do it. We should have at least one more content drop for Call of the Wild, and that'll definitely bring some new people in. So I would imagine that we'll probably hit at least 24K. 24K is my goal just because I want to do the 24-hour stream before the end of the year. We've got like 2.5 months left. December is usually when they drop new content. I guess we'll see how that goes this year since things have been a bit rough for Call of the Wild this year. I'm not sure if they're having any setbacks or anything like that, but definitely hopeful. Hey, Whitetail Slayer, how's it going, man? Nothing good yet. We pretty much just started. We've spent the first, like, 12 or 13 minutes trying to get our gear together. But we finally have things set up the way that I want them. Oh, that doesn't sound fun, Indo. Yeah, TTV. Jeez, Dylan, that was probably pretty cool to see. Glad to hear that, Max. Glad you've been able to enjoy the content for that long. I've been trying to keep everything fresh even through the downtimes in Call of the Wild and Classic. Right now, we're just waiting for some new content, and it can be difficult to figure out ideas to keep the videos interesting, but I've been trying to do my best to keep things entertaining. We've got a pretty cool video coming out tomorrow. I'm excited to post it. On the last underrated rifles video that we did, or underrated weapons video we did, I asked you guys if, or I told you guys that if we could get to 300 likes, I would do another one, and you guys got it to like 450 likes, I think, or close to that, so we're going to be doing another one tomorrow. Going to be looking at another rifle that I think is incredibly underrated. So far, we have not seen much, unfortunately. What's some new multi-mounts I would like to see? I'd like to see the Predators incorporated a little bit more into it with stuff like deer. I think that would be pretty cool to see, like... Hello there, Moose. To see something like 2 or 3 whitetail getting chased by, like, a mountain lion or something like that. I think those types of multi-mounts would be really cool. Another one that I'd really like to see is one with every single bird species. I think a multi-mount with one of every bird would be pretty awesome. Because it wouldn't really take up that much space. I mean, the birds are very small. They could all be, like, flying above the mount. I think that would be cool. Just a bunch of different birds. Not seeing anything here so far, unfortunately. If we can get like $10 by the end of the stream, I'll be pretty happy, I think. A lion taking on a wildebeest, that would be pretty cool. What animals are on the modded Ark server? Quite a few. It's got all of the vanilla ones that come with the regular game, and then I have all of the ones from every single DLC that Ark has ever released, along with a mod that adds like 62 new species of dinosaur into the game. And that's for the center server. On the Fjorder server, I don't have any like extra mods that add dinos besides the additional creatures, so it's got the 62 extras, but it doesn't have the ones from other DLC maps. Yes, more red deer mounts would be amazing. Please, more red deer. I'd also like to see one of maybe like a mule deer and a whitetail deer like facing off or something. Since they're both on Rancho. Or one with like whitetail, blacktail, and mule deer. Like it's a huddle mount, but with one of each of them. Yeah, it does have S+, indeed. And like the soul trap mod. Stuff like that. I mean, technically that would be a muley mount. Hey, Rocky Mountain Elk Official, how's it going? A moose with a duck on its antlers, yes please. That would be golden. Oh yeah, for sure, Blitz, for sure. Female and male moose mount. Honestly, we could just use a moose mount in general. Oh, it was part of the song. I thought there was footsteps near me. Try going over there. Surprisingly, there's been quite the lack of animals. We saw that one moose to start out with, and not really anything since. Nice, Luke. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go take care of Aaliyah real quick. Alright, I am back. And still a major lack of any type of life. Where's all the whitetail? Where are they? Ah, there they are. It's a doe. Of course. What else would it be? Yeah, that would be pretty cool, Indo. It would be nice if there was a little bit more customization with the lodges. I would like to see that. Multi-mount with a goose on a Euro bison head? That would be pretty cool. But I mean, we do have the mount where the goose and the Euro bison are like facing off. That's kind of similar, I guess. And I think since we already have that one, they probably wouldn't do any more. Hey, Mako, you haven't missed much. We actually haven't even shot at any animals yet. Only seen one female moose. It's been pretty slow. Where's this doe? You know, you'd think I would have seen her by now, unless she's farther up than I thought. Oh, there she is. There's the little doe. Oh, it's you, Dodo. Gotcha. We just got a buck. Oh my gosh, that's so far that way. But hey, I'll take it. Just glad there's a buck in the area. Please be a giant, rare, non-typical. That would be fantastic. There we go. Got her down pretty efficiently, I'd say. Now we just gotta wait for that buck to come over here. Had 2 guaranteed troll Rocky Mountain elk, and one was 20 below, the other was 40 below. Jeez. Yeah, they troll pretty bad sometimes. It's unfortunate, but it seems to just be how they are. I've had some pretty big trolls for them, including my piebald level 5 that trolled. I'm still so sad about that. That would have been one of the coolest super rares ever. But sadly, it trolled. Little chanterelle mushroom. Just want to lay eyes on this buck. See what he is. Don't see anything yet. We'll just kind of chill up here at the top of this hill. Wait for him to show himself. What do you guys think? Is this going to be a big buck or just an average one? Or a below average tiny one? What do you guys think? Is that a doe I just heard? Definitely is. I'm not going to grab that then. Ooh, there's our deer, I think. Yeah, it's him. Decent deer. It's not terrible. Not amazing, though. Yeah, pretty close for sure. Watch it be a 199. I would have been so happy and sad at the same time. Honestly, I'm just happy that we got a buck. We went like the first 10 minutes without seeing anything. Alright, tall boy. Oh yeah, for sure, Dylan. And they will eventually. They do want to add more great ones, and they also are eventually going to add non-typicals in. Just gonna be a matter of when they get around to doing that. I'm really excited for the day we see non-tips in Call of the Wild, though. That will be an amazing day. And honestly, I think it would be one of the best decisions they've ever made to implement it as soon as possible, because that's something that will bring people back to the game. Right now, the game is unfortunately losing players because of all the issues with the Rancho release. And so I think non-typicals and obviously bug fixes are what they need to bring everybody back. Non-typicals would bring so many people back to the game, because it would give us something else to look for, something else to grind for, instead of just the great one and super rares being like the ultimate trophies. We could grind for massive non-typicals, rare non-typicals. It would open up like a whole new world of trophies that we could look for. And if they combined it with like a major bug fix patch, I think a lot of people would come back to the game. And it would hopefully be back to its old glory days. There we go. Finally got our buck down. Yeah, me too, Whitetail, me too. It's by far my most waited for feature. I really want it. Because part of the reason I hunt the deer species so much in Classic is because there is non-typicals. Looking for non-tips is one of my favorite things to do in Classic. Because they are so impressive and crazy looking. Especially the blacktail, those things look so realistic. Unfortunately, the whitetail and muleys aren't quite as realistic, but they look impressive and crazy enough to where it's still fun to get them. But man, the non-tip blacktail in this game look phenomenal. Nothing too good yet, Coulson. That buck we just picked up is actually our best kill of the day. Oh, for sure, Dylan, for sure. I can agree with that. It's by far my most wanted great one. And I think the next great one's either going to be that or mule deer. Those seem to be the two most popular requests. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get either a red deer or a mule deer great one in the future. Hopefully soon. Hopefully super soon. Because that would be another thing that would also bring a lot of people back, is having another great one. Another great one would do wonders for the game, as well as non-typicals and bug fixes. Was that doe that called? It probably was. Let's see if we can grab a track real quick. Great one fallow. Yeah, that would be cool too. I don't know if it'll be the first one they add in though, because it wasn't super highly requested. Yeah, that was our doe. Alright, so don't need to worry about her. I'm actually not going to call because I don't want to get anything walking towards us and then just not know that it's there and spook it off. That would be unfortunate. That is a female moose. Have been smoked. Will I be a diamond? Probably. Ooh, that's a buck. Let's grab this again. 65 to 80 kgs. 45 to 52 minutes ago. Ah, that thing's probably long gone, and it's a small one anyway, so we'll just keep on moving towards our waypoint. You know, actually, I think we will turn up the volume a little bit. Feel like Classic's slightly too quiet. Come on. Where's the whitetail bucks? There's got to be more out here than just one small male. This little stretch is almost always really good for them, so kind of surprised we haven't seen more. We've had a couple does, but that's not that great either. Great one, bighorn. The thing is, how would you make it any bigger than what we currently have? They're already massive and probably about as big as they should get. I don't know what else they could do for the bighorn great one. They could maybe give it a special fur type. Make it, like, I guess more mass than the diamond. And a special fur type. That could be cool. Oh yeah, for sure, whitetail. It sounds like a lot of people on some of the Xbox systems have had some major issues with lag, so you are lucky to be on PS4 for that reason alone. Make it have scars on it? Oh, yeah, from like a mountain lion or something. There's mountain lions and bobcats on the two maps that have bighorns, so that could actually make sense. Great one Cape buffalo or bison? I would love a great one Cape. That'd be really cool. Honestly, at this point, I'll take any new great one, though. Just give me a new great one to grind for. Just give me a new one. I don't care what it is. And she's dead. That actually went better than I thought it would. I thought for sure in the back of my head that I was going to mess that up. Thankfully, we didn't, though. Can you do an underrated animals video? I could maybe do that. That could be fun. Would you guys want to see, like, underrated animals or underrated diamonds? Or, like, my favorite rares or favorite diamonds or something like that? You know, I kind of want to do a video of my top 5 favorite trophies that I have killed. Poof, a great one rabbit. Yes, give us a great one rabbit. I honestly would not be mad at that. Especially if it was like a, imagine like a piebald rabbit. I don't know if those actually exist in real life, but could you imagine a piebald great one rabbit? That would be the coolest thing ever. Okay, maybe not the coolest thing ever, but it would be cool. Is that a buck? Is that a small non-tip? I can't tell. No, it's just a really tiny buck. Oh gosh, you are pathetic. I am so sorry, sir. See if we can get it over here. I don't know if it will come over here the right way because of the fact that there's water in between us, but I guess we'll see. I think Classic's animals have a little bit of a better time maneuvering around water than Call of the Wilds do, so he should be fine. He should make it over here one of these days. It's just going to take ages to loop around. He'll get here eventually, though. I'm thinking about maybe setting up a tree stand somewhere in this swampy area. Both in one video, the underrated video? Maybe. I usually like to separate different topics into separate videos, though. Otherwise, the video ends up being really long. Because I like to go in depth on a lot of things. Like if I, for example, if I did one video showcasing like 4 or 5 underrated weapons in Call of the Wild, that video would be like 40 minutes long. Because I'd want to go show off the penetration power, the knockdown power, long range ability, close range power, like all those different things with each gun. And it would just end up being such a long video. Same with like species, like I like going in depth and talking about what I like and what I don't like about them. Hey, Dino, how's it going, man? We're doing pretty good. Got a couple small deer down. Then we got this pathetic buck coming in now. Can't really see him because of the reeds, but it's like a little 2x2 whitetail. Incredibly tiny. Poor little dude. So small. Do we have any others coming in? No, we don't. Alright, let's go ahead and prone here. Yeah, pretty much, Rocky. It's been, very, very slow. The fabled jackalope, yes, let's do it. I'd love that. That'd be amazing. Great one mountain goat. Horns as tall as a deer antler? Yes, please. How do I download Classic? Go to Steam and type in TheHunter Classic. You can only get Classic through Steam, I believe, so download Steam if you don't have it already, make an account, and then search up TheHunter Classic on it. Just done a really hard workout. Nice, Dino. When do the non-tips spawn? It's random. In Classic, all animals spawn on creation of the game. So the second you open up a map, it'll spawn all the animals in. Non-tips, I think, are like 1 in 100 or something like that. I forgot the exact chance for them to spawn, but they're not super common. So it's all just a matter of luck. Classic is free, Parker. It's free, but it does have a pretty slow, grindy process to unlock new equipment and stuff, so it does help to spend a little bit of money on buying, like, some basic stuff, but you don't have to in order to get everything. You could technically get everything for free. Biggest tip I can give anybody when starting Classic, though, is activate all of your missions and check for new missions before you go into a hunt, because missions are a fantastic way to make money, and in most cases, it's going to be the best way to do that for pretty much every scenario. Missions will be the way that you will earn money for new equipment. And I always recommend the first purchase to be either a bow or some of the mission weapons, because there's like 5 or 6 different guns you need to fully complete the whitetail missions. So I definitely recommend getting some of those guns first. And you can figure out what guns you need to use just by looking at the Hunter Classics wiki. They give you a list of all the missions and what's required for them. Yeah, true, Mr. Anderson, true. It definitely is a good way to learn stuff about different animals, because the missions will take you through, like, all the animals. Yeah, exactly, Parker. They're hard to tell. Great one, roe deer with Sika antlers. Oh my gosh, that would be something else. It still was like right up here. Oh, gotcha, Rocky. Yeah, it can definitely be difficult. The only way that I was able to tell that a mountain goat was albino was when I looked at it, it almost glowed more than a normal mountain goat. Like it was a bright white glow that was very noticeable. There we go. Alright, I think we took out all the deer in this area, so we can now move on. Beautiful. So we got 2 very small bucks and 2 does down so far. Kind of a slow day, but at least we're finding a few things. We're not going home completely empty-handed. Ooh. Where are you, sir? Back there. Alright then. I guess we're not leaving this area yet. I'll probably use the rifle on this guy though, because I plan to fast travel to a different spot. So we will just blast this guy with the 7mm Mod 8. Great One Moose would be ridiculous. That thing would be so huge. Alright, Dino later, man. Hopefully you can make it back before it ends. Should be, like, roughly that direction. That grass is going to be an issue. Can maybe be able to see it from right here. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Oh. Hey there, buddy. You know, that's actually a pretty decent sized little 4x4. Honestly, that's not bad for a 4x4. Oh my gosh, that cloud that appeared after we blasted him. That was wild. That thing got hit hard. I love the 7mm Mod 8. It's such a good gun. Can never get over how amazing it is. Is a minimum scoring diamond rare or uncommon because I got small horns springbuck? I don't know. I'd say they're decently difficult to find for like lowest scoring possible. $112, another small one. Another tiny deer. There's just small bucks everywhere. Yeah, level 1 mule deer are pretty rare. Do not see them often at all. Level 1 males for most species are pretty rare. Yeah, the bipod comes with the 7mm Mod 8. It's one of the reasons why I think this is one of the best guns in the game. Oh, that thing's closer than I thought. There we go. We got it. Well, I mean, we've got 4 bucks down now. Still nothing big. Nothing over like 115, sadly. 57, jeez. Tiny. Got more deer near, at least. She's just down the shore. Let's try to get to the tree stand and we'll just kind of chill here for a minute or two. And then we will go down the road. It's always been a pretty successful strategy for me. This area right here, like around this bridge, I've had 2 really decent trophies. I had a non-typical across the river, and then I also had a, I believe, 194 buck over here. So it's been pretty good overall. Which tree do I even have my stand in? I always forget. It's gotta be one of these, but which one? I think it's that. Maybe not. Oh yeah, it is. It's definitely there. Alright, let's get up here and hopefully get a few more bucks down. That would be pretty nice. Hey, Somewhat Smart, it's going pretty decent. Oh geez, turkey. That's rough. Hey, there's a deer. Looks like a doe. Hey, Kid Evolve, how's it going? Another doe. Jeez. They're everywhere. Why? So many does. So we got 3 does in this area because there's the one over here, like along the shoreline, wherever she went. Yeah, she's somewhere over there, so 3 does. That's too many does in one area. Give us the big males. Welcome back, tall boy. Nice, turkey. At least you got it situated. Don't see any bucks. I'm really just hoping to see like a giant whitetail peek out of the trees. But it's looking like it's just going to be does. So we will head up the shore. Or not the shore, but we'll head up the road pretty soon. Ooh. There's something. Is that elk? I can't actually tell. Definitely elk. Probably just some cows. Yeah, nothing crazy. A bunch of cows and does. Oh yeah, hollow. Definitely. That's wild turkey. Ha! Get it, wild turkey. It's a wild turkey. Where are you, ma'am? I've heard this doe call like 4 times and I still can't see her. She's got to be like behind a tree or behind my tent. Something. Couldn't be too far. This other doe's getting pretty close. I have no clue where the doe over here went. Would have thought she would have came to the call. But I guess not. Where is she? Where is this doe? It says that she's right over there. Oh, there she is. Finally get eyes on her. Yeah, for sure, turkey. For sure. It looks like we'll only be able to take out 2 of these, probably. I don't know where that third doe went. I mean, it's just does. I don't really care too much. I just don't want her to spook off and spook everything else. So I would have preferred if the third one had come in here too, so we could take her out as well, but it is what it is. As much as I want to take that shot, something tells me I'm gonna barely miss vitals. Although if she's just sitting still, which now she's not, probably could have took that shot. Yeah, they're both getting really close. There's the other one. And nailed her. What leaderboard do I want to be on the most? Probably whitetail, which is why we're primarily targeting whitetail. Either whitetail or Roosevelt elk. I would not mind getting a Roosevelt elk leaderboard because I have not killed a massive Roosevelt elk since lodges were a thing. So that would be pretty cool to get a big one. Because I've killed a 401 Roosevelt elk before, but it was way before trophy lodges were a thing. So either whitetail or Roosevelt's, probably. Wouldn't complain about a leaderboard blacktail either. Not gonna be doing Call of the Wild today. Ooh, what's that? Best whitetail buck of the day. Kinda sad that that's the best buck of the day. But hey, I'll take it. Let's get up there a little bit closer and call him in. You know, the more I play Classic and the more I think about it, the more I'd love for Call of the Wild to add leaderboards and competitions and stuff like that. I think that's another thing that would really bring a lot of people into the game again. Because I think that's one of the things that keeps Classic alive. Not only is it a very realistic and immersive and very rewarding hunting game, but it also has the leaderboards and the competitions to give you even more reason to play. Imagine if Call of the Wild had competitions where you could win, like, in-game cash or, like, special skins for guns or trophies or stuff like that. Like, it would be so cool. The only issue with that, and the reason why they probably won't do that, is because the game would have to be fully online in order for that to be possible. They wouldn't be able to have offline mode anymore. And so I think that's why it's never going to happen. Because there's too many people that would be against it. Although, I guess they could give you the option to where you could play offline, you just couldn't enter any competitions if you're offline. That would actually make sense. I think that could be a good workaround. Just make it so there's an online mode and an offline mode, where the game's going to be the same between the two of them. The only difference is if you're offline, you can't enter competitions or be eligible for leaderboards. That could be a pretty good workaround, I think. Yes, Joseph, they did. Classic and Call of the Wild are both made by Expansive Worlds. They have different teams working on each game, but they are made by the same company. Where's this buck? He can't be too far. Well, the biggest reasons they look different is because Classic is on an older graphics engine. Classic's like 11 years old at this point, and Call of the Wild's only a few years old, and it's on a much more modern engine. It's on the Apex engine, which is the one that they're currently using. This is on a much older graphics engine. Don't see anything else over there. At least with the naked eye. Thanks, Joseph. Is this our best one of the day? I think... Oh, no, it's not. 105. I thought it was bigger than a couple of the others, but it's just a 105. Wow, we've had pretty rough luck when it comes to deer size. Everything has been pretty small today. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Stream's been pretty good. Not any crazy trophies, but we've been having fun. We've been getting lots of bucks, just nothing of size. I think we've killed 5, maybe even 6. I think it was 5, though. 5 whitetail bucks so far. None of them over 115. We've got the numbers, just not the size. Don't see anything too crazy around here. Let's keep walking. We'll see if we get any more calls. I think I have a stand. No, I don't. I moved that. That's right. Keep forgetting I moved it. Ah, no. Sadly, we have not got any rare axes yet. I've been hunting at least once a day on Bushrangers Run, trying to find one. I did get a pretty cool trophy off of there recently, though, so I'll probably have that in a video soon. But unfortunately, just no rares. Been really trying to get one, but no rare axis in sight. Hopefully, Dave, hopefully we'll have some luck pick up soon. I would love to get a big non-typical or a rare whitetail buck. Either of those would be awesome. Shot 3 diamond whitetail on my map 2 days, or on my map in 2 days. Hopefully Deer Chunga shows up. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. That would be amazing if you were able to get the great one. Let's hope for the best. But getting those 3 diamonds is pretty nice in the meantime. Anything good? Nothing yet, bots. We got 5 bucks so far. All of them under 115. So we've got a decent amount of bucks. Just nothing of size yet. Which is pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll find something decent eventually. We'll just keep hunting around. We'll finish going up this road, I think, clear up to around where the outpost is. And then we will probably fast travel up into Blacktail territory and hunt around for them for a little bit. So I would like to see if we can get ourselves a decent Blacktail buck. Yeah, for sure, Joseph. It is a little unfortunate, but that's partially my fault for building the channel exclusively on Call of the Wild content. Any other game I do is not going to get as many people watching it, unfortunately. Luckily, Classic still has a pretty big following. So Classic content is able to get a decent amount of people watching, but stuff like Ark or Life is Strange or any of the other games that I've played on the channel, they're not going to do quite as well. Because they're not hunting related. Thinking about doing a throwback game though soon. I don't know what game to choose though, but I want to do a throwback game. Either one of the old Cabela's games or one of the Deer Hunter games or something like that. Yes, Hollow, the game is amazing. Highly recommend. It's so far had just a crazy story. I know you're thinking about playing it, so I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's really good. Already been 2 moments where I was holding back tears. I've actually never played that game, Dave. I hear people talk about it and mention it all the time, but I've never played it. Trophy bucks? Maybe. I could maybe get that. The thing is, I don't know if people would want to watch Trophy bucks because it's more arcadey. I did enjoy that game back when I played it, though. I played it on the PlayStation 2, and it was quite a bit of fun. Very arcadey, but definitely fun. Yeah, I've played 7 Days to Die quite a bit. It's been a game that I've played for a long time. It's a lot of fun. I've already tried playing it on the channel, though, and sadly, not too many people liked it. I think that was the first time I've ever had a stream where we only had, like, 8 people watching. Or the first time on YouTube, at least. Dangerous Hunts? You know, I kind of would like to go back to the original Dangerous Hunts, but it's so difficult to find on PC. Like, not too many people have copies of Dangerous Hunts 1 for the PC, at least. And the ones that you can find online, they're really expensive because it's such a rare game. But if I did a Dangerous Hunts, I would want... How did that hit the neck? That was weird. Back to the road, I guess. But as I was saying... Unfortunately, the original Dangerous Hunts was super rare and expensive. And all of the other Dangerous Hunts, I don't like them as much as I liked the original, so I'd want to do the original on the channel more than any of the others. I know I just saw something down there. Yeah, there's definitely elk there. I think it's elk at least. Oh yeah, definitely is. I think they're all female though. So I don't think we'll really worry about them. What's Dangerous Hunts? It is one of the old Cabela's games. Not super realistic, but it's basically go on different missions and hunts with a lot of dangerous animals where pretty much everything attacks you. Most of them have some type of like a story campaign tied to them. The only exception is Dangerous Hunts 1. It does not have a story mode as far as I know. Alright, Turkey. Dangerous Hunts 2012. I don't even know if that game is on PC, to be honest. I don't know if they put it on PC. I know Dangerous Hunts 2010 is on PC. I'll have to look it up later. One game that I was kind of thinking about playing is Bass Pro Shops The Hunt. It's a game I've never played. I've wanted to play it for a while. I just don't know how good it is, and that's the only thing that's really holding me back from getting it. I've seen a couple videos, but like there's not a lot of good gameplay on YouTube, so it's really hard to make a judgment as to whether or not it would be a good game to do. But I kind of want to try The Hunt and see how it does. Alright, later, Joseph. Thank you for dropping into the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a good flight. Hey, Marcus, how's it going? As being a new classic player, what would you recommend I focus on, or pointers you may have? So, my biggest tip to anybody that's new to classic is always going to be do the missions. Activate all of the missions that you have available and try to work towards completing them, and regularly come back to the missions page and check to see if you have new missions available, because that's going to be the fastest way to earn gems, and that's going to be your way of getting new equipment without having to purchase it with real money. So that's my biggest tip. Always go straight to the missions and try to do them as much as you can. Another tip would be never run. Always be walking or crouch walking. Most of the time, I'd say just walk the whole time. And have your hunter mate out, waiting for calls. And then once you hear a call, go towards where the call came from while you're crouched, and that should, in most cases, get you pretty close to the animal without having to worry. Once you've got, I'd say, like halfway to where it is, I'd stop moving and start calling if you have a caller. If you don't have a caller, then obviously just keep going until you see it. That's some of the basic tips I could give. Another tip is once you do have enough gems to actually purchase a weapon, there's two options that I'd say are really good. First option would be to purchase a bow. I always recommend getting the snakebite as your first bow because it is incredibly quiet. It's by far the quietest bow in the game, and it's also very reliable. It's got a lot of power behind it. It may only have one pin, but in most cases you won't be taking more than like a 20 or 30 meter shot anyway, and this bow will do great at that distance. The other option that I'd say for your first gems purchase is one of the rifles or handguns that is used to complete the whitetail missions, because the whitetail missions by far give the most amount of gems because there's the most amount of missions in that mission tree. So I'd work towards getting Either the 357, 44 Magnum, 300 Magnum, 270. I think those are all the rifles that are used for the whitetail missions. But you can look at the Hunter Classic wiki and go to the mission section, and it'll tell you like what all the missions require. But yeah, those are some of the tips that I'd give for when you're first starting out. Yeah, we're still on Red Feather. No, I have not tried Open Country yet. I saw the gameplay from a few of the other creators, and I don't have any interest in trying it. It looks so buggy and janky. I think unless they make some improvements, I probably won't play Open Country. But if they make some improvements to the game and actually try to fix it up and make it run more smooth and crush all the bugs that I've seen in it, then I might try it out. But I want them to improve things a bit first. It's kind of the same thing with Hunting Sim 2. I didn't play it as much as I would have because they never really improved on the game. But if they ever do improve it, I'd go back to that game as well. Hey, tall boy. Hey, Thad. You did not really miss much at all. It's been a lot of very small deer. And lots of does. Lots and lots of does. I think we've had 5 bucks so far. All of them under 115. And then does just everywhere. Let's see if we can fast travel. I'm already ready to go over to the blacktail. 3 minutes. Well, got a little more time to wait. I guess we'll just walk around and listen for a buck call. Oh, speaking of buck call, what timing? That was perfect. Nice, float goat. Hopefully you end up getting it fairly quickly. Yeah, pretty much, Dave. I mean, that's what they did with Hunting Sim 1. They just completely remade a new game with Hunting Sim 2, and they just improved on the stuff they had. I gotta say, Hunting Sim 2 is much better than Hunting Sim 1. It definitely feels more like a hunting simulator should, but it still has a lot of issues. Primarily the way the animals look. Like, a lot of the animal models are really bad. The antlers don't look realistic at all on many of them. And I mean, the fact that the elk and the red deer share the same antlers is just, it's just lazy. I hope if they do a Hunting Simulator 3, they actually take their time on making stuff actually look good. Because though I really love the character models and all the clothing and the weapons in Hunting Sim 2, I think that was the strongest points of the game. I feel like they dumped too much resources into getting, like, real-life branded hunting gear and making their weapons and clothes look good that they forgot to do the same with the animals, and the animals are the most important part of the game. I mean, obviously the guns are just as important, but the animals are what is really gonna give you replay value. Having lots of variety with them, making them look realistic. I feel like that's where they really dropped the ball on that game. It could have been so good if they would have just focused more time into making the animals amazing looking. Hey, Cody, how's it going? Third time's a charm? Hopefully. Hopefully it will be for them if they ever do come out with a third. It's gotta be our buck right there. Gosh, another small one. Why? You're all tiny today. I mean, it's a decent looking buck though. I think it might be our best one of the day, but it's still pretty small. Hopefully once we fast travel over into Blacktail territory, we'll get a call from a buck immediately. I am dying to see a good sized deer. Just a good sized deer or a rare of any kind. Or a non-tip of any kind, that would also be great. You know what? Let's actually use the rifle. I mean, we're about to fast travel anyway. There we go. Got that guy down, no problem at all. Let's see if this guy is our biggest of the day. My guess is 124. And 122. Not bad. Best buck of the day. So at least we got that going for us. It's at least the best deer of the day. Which one of these do we fast travel to, though? That is the question. Thinking we'll fast travel to this one for camping supplies. Oh gosh. You know, we might be better off just restarting instead of fast traveling over there. Ah, you know what? I kind of want to see what else is here. The fact that we've had so many small whitetail makes me think there might be some other things on the map that are pretty big, so let's just deal with the 4 camping supplies. Oh gosh, what happened to my tent? Oh gosh, what happened here? That's not right. Oh, no worries, Cody. No worries, man. Glad to have you back, though. Let's go ahead and scan the area real quickly, see if we can spot anything. If you guys have never tried this area out for blacktail, it's really, really good. This is probably one of the best spots for blacktail. This is the spot that I've done the last blacktail mission every single time, because for those of you that have never played through all of the blacktail missions, the very last one requires you to kill, I think, like 12 blacktail deer in one hunt. And this is the area where I found it to be the easiest to do. It's a difficult mission, but this area seems to be the best place to do it. So far, it looks like there's nothing here, though. So I think we'll actually move around. Because I haven't actually gone to this stand late in a hunt before. Most of the time, I go here very early in the hunt, so by now they could have moved out of this area. That's probably what is going on. Let's move... You know what? Let's go in that direction. Wherever that will take us. Hey, Kyla, how's it going? Classic indeed. It's been a slow day, sadly. We've been streaming, like, what, an hour and 10 minutes, probably? And we've seen 6 whitetail bucks. All of them were 122 or below. And lots of does. Lots and lots of does. Sadly, been a slow day. I'm hoping the blacktail will help turn things around, though. Oh, no worries, Kyla. Oh my gosh, that sounds like it would be a blast. Flinter and Bottom Boy on a hunt? Holy. That sounds like it would be a blast. Of course, anytime that Bottom Boy's tagging along, you know it's gonna be fun. Welcome back, Luke. You didn't miss much. It's been a lot of small deer. I just realized we probably could have also traveled here. I always forget that you can fast travel to the campsites. I always forget that that's a thing. What do you guys think is going to be the first thing we find over here? You guys think we're going to find a big blacktail, or a tiny blacktail, or a rare blacktail? Or just a small female black bear? Really hoping we just get a blacktail. Just any blacktail at this point. Kind of surprised we haven't even heard a grunt of a buck or a doe. It's a little odd. Pretty excited. Going to be out there for 4 days. Nice, Kyla. That's probably going to be a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Float Goat. It's a really slow day. Actually, surprisingly slow. I'm almost thinking of just moving on to a different map for a little bit. Red Feather's not delivering. Is that something? No, it's just the trees playing tricks on me. Sounds about right. Story of today. Hey, Winter Moose, how's it going? How are you doing? You made it just in time to watch us kill nothing. Because it's been a really slow day. Hey, Alden, how's it going? I might end up changing my stream schedule around a little bit here soon, guys, because I know a lot of people are back in school, and for those of you that are on the West Coast, you probably don't get off of school till around 3, and I start streaming at 2 p.m. Pacific time, so I'm wondering if I should start my streams up at 3 instead of 2 now. But at the same time, I don't want to be too late, because I want the EU people to still be able to watch. Not exactly sure what we should end up doing there. Alright, later, Luke. Gotta love the slow days in Classic. Oh yeah. Gotta love them. I mean, we've had a lot of deer. They just haven't been of any size at all. They've been really small. Yeah, I think we're just gonna start up a new game. We've been in this session for over an hour. I think that's plenty of time, honestly. Plenty of time to see what was in the area. You know, let's actually go to Valdaboy. Valdaboy might be a good idea. Yeah, let's do 7. Nice, Kyla, that's awesome. How was your last day at work? Awesome, Float Goat. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll do that. I'm thinking we'll do 3 p.m. It seems like my streams have just got later and later and later over the past year and a half or so. I think I started out doing streams at like 11 a.m. Then I moved to 12. Then I moved to 2. And now I'm thinking of moving to 3. We have been just progressively getting the streams later and later in the day. But you gotta adapt to whatever the times are and whatever everybody else is doing. So get that saved just in case I didn't last time. I think that's my Valdaboy loadout right there. Yeah, there we go. And then let's actually change one thing. Let's get the tweed jacket for that as well. Beautiful. I'm liking it. Thinking that's looking pretty good. Alright, we got everything else that we would need. Oh, I can imagine, Kyla. That's how it was anytime that Bree left a job and went to a new one. There's always going to be some coworkers that are sad to see you go. 11 a.m. streams were rough for me. Yeah, they were rough for a lot of people, Float. It was better for people that are overseas, like in the EU, but for most of the people in the US, 11 was not a good time. That's one of the main reasons I switched over to later streams. To be honest, I'm not even sure what that is, Dave. Never heard of German industrial music. You should, Winter. You should jump on for a little bit. See if you can get anything nice. There we go. Got a red deer already. Big male up there, hopefully. Oh, gotcha, Dave. That does sound like it could be pretty good. Alright, let's put a little mark on that guy. Perfect. Encourage the kids to watch you in class. That would be a terrible role model of me. I don't want to be like that. Hopefully there's more than just one red deer around here. So what we're gonna do is we'll hunt around this tree stand for like 5-10 minutes, and then we'll walk up the river the rest of the way. We got 2. Perfect. That's just what I was hoping to see, actually. Is that the same one? Yeah, it is. Nothing in sight. Wish I could see it. Yeah, do it, Winter. Honestly, that's the way that I usually do Classic. A lot of times I'll just jump into Middle Tower on Loggers, or I'll jump into the Golden Tree Stand on White Hart Island and play Classic while I'm editing or watching videos. Best way to do it. Just say, Crow, I watch your videos in class, so you're in trouble. No, don't do it. Where's this first one that we heard? He should be the one that'll get here first. So I want to keep an eye out for him. Just waiting to see some giant antlers peek over. Or a rare. A rare would be amazing. Because I've got a melanistic red deer in my lodge, but it's not very big. A really big rare would be amazing. Nice, Winter. Honestly, Golden Tree Stand's one of the best places to go if you're just trying to sit in a stand while doing other stuff. Because you know there's always going to be animals coming through there. It's just too good. Oh, that's a decent red deer. He's not bad, but he's not huge. Actually, he's a little smaller than I thought. Now that I get a closer look. 175 to 165. He's probably like a 180s, maybe 190s at the most, but I'd say 180s is most likely. Probably very low 180s. Let's hope we don't mess this shot up. I don't think we're gonna take this angle, but we'll let him get a little closer. I should probably put on scent cover. There. That's probably gonna be a good idea. Ooh, he moved and we still got him. I don't know where that called from. I don't think that was the same stag as before, though. I think that was a different one. So grab this real quickly. Probably low 180s, like I was saying. Yeah, 182. So, very small one. Just want to get a look at these guys. Oh, there we go. Nothing crazy. Let's get back up in the stand so we don't spook anything. Nice, Winter. Looks like everybody watches me in class. Holy. Schoolwork, Scarecrow. Schoolwork, Scarecrow. Ah, Scarecrow. Used to multitask while goose hunting, but it's not possible after the Rancho update. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, nowadays in Call of the Wild, it's literally just goose after goose after goose. You have no break at all. Do we have anything over here? Because you can typically get red deer, like, all along that shoreline. Yeah, that's our little hind. I don't see this. Oh, there he is. There's the stag. That guy's probably 190s. Maybe 200. There we go. Now I'm almost positive there was 2 stags, not just the one that we're looking at over here. Because that one is coming around at a different angle than the other was. Unless he just doubled back and started going in the opposite direction. Which I guess is possible too. Me too, Float. They look awesome. Especially the big ones. The big classic red deer look amazing. Very similar to like OG Rack Call the Wild Mule... Not mule deer. OG Rack Call the Wild red deer. Diamonds. Look very similar. At least watch you in a study hall. I mean, that's a little better, I guess. Little better than watching in the middle of class. Of course you stop in the worst spot where I can't see you. And can't get the angle I want either. There we go. Alright, 2 stags and 1 hind down at our little tree stand. Hopefully we've got some more in the area. It'd be nice if there's another stag. I'm almost positive there was, but it's hard to say. 194, not bad. Decent stag. Let's go this way a little bit. See if we can get anything to come to that call or reply to us. Because I'm almost positive there was another one. Yeah, Float, I personally like the True Racks better, but it's personal preference. I mean, the thing about the True Racks red deer that they did differently is they took red deer from all over the world instead of like focusing on one area like they do with most species. They took red deer from New Zealand. They took them from, you know, all the other places that have red deer. I don't exactly know all of them off the top of my head, but I know that that's what they wanted to do with the red deer. Is they wanted to take a bunch of different rack styles from different parts of the world. And that's why there's such, like, vast variety with the red deer. I do kind of hope the red deer eventually get more diamond racks, though. I think while the diamond racks look good, there's not enough variety. There's really just 3 racks that can make diamond, and I mean, 2 of the 3 look almost identical. The big rack and the small rack look exactly the same. And then the medium rack is that weird, like, mass heavy one. Where's that fox? There it is. Not a rare. We will let her go. Oh, I agree, Float. I think that would be really cool for all species, to be honest. Have map-specific rack styles. That way, if you wanted a certain rack with a rare fur type, or if you wanted a certain diamond rack, you would have to go to that map in order to get it. I think that would also give more meaning to visiting different maps that you typically wouldn't visit. Like, for example, maybe there could be certain Great One racks that can only be shot on Layton, or certain ones that could only be shot on Rancho. I think that would also give you reasons to, like, choose one map over the other when deciding to set up a grind. It wouldn't just be based off of, like, oh, this is the easiest map to hunt them on, or this is my favorite map to hunt them on. You'd have more to go into it. First, we get some red deer love? Exactly. Like, it would give you more reasons to hunt other maps that aren't super great in, like, most cases. Like, for example, kind of like what you guys are saying right now. Hirschfelden's the most difficult place to hunt red deer on Call of the Wild, and if you could only get the big rack red deer on Hirschfelden, not only would it give Hirschfelden more love, but it would also make sense, because if Hirschfelden's difficult to hunt, obviously the red deer would be able to get larger. So it would make sense that you could get the big rack red deer on Hirschfelden. Is that a cross fox? Or is that a silver tipped? Yeah, I think that's a cross. It's a male, though. That's pretty cool. A male cross fox. Hopefully it's a big one. I should have their call. Yeah, right here. They're not a rare. They're just an uncommon, but if it's a big one, that could still be pretty cool. I'm terrible at judging the size of foxes, though. Or any predator, for that matter. But that's definitely a cross fox. And if it's big, that'd be amazing. Hey, Toast, how's it going? Yeah, they don't seem super common, Moose. They're supposedly an uncommon, but I really don't see them that often. I found one last night, but it was the first one I had seen in ages. Let's get over onto this shoreline. And we'll try to take this thing out with the 357. Or honestly, we could just chill right here, I guess. Don't even know where he is. Now let's actually try to get over here. A little bit better cover. Oh, nope, it's spooked. It's spooked! No! No way I'll be able to get into a good spot to take this. Man, that sucks. I wanted to take that down. Nothing worse than getting stuck in the water trying to get to cover. What do you mean, never mind, Smash? What do you mean, never mind? Forgot about Hunting Sim 2. Oh, gosh. Hunting Sim 2's red deer are pathetic. Hey, Goat, how's it going? You didn't miss much. A lot of very, very small whitetail. And a couple average-sized red deer so far. Yeah, it'd be fantastic if we could get some Valdaboy luck. It's been a slow day. Hey, Space Nerd, how's it going? How's it going, my dude? Welcome back. I don't think we're gonna worry about this fox. It didn't look that big from what I could tell. Its head seemed about the same size as the female that was next to it, so it's probably a very small one. So we won't worry about it. Oh, no worries, Space Nerd. Got a max score turkey in front of me? Nice, Winter. Get that thing down. Oh, that reminds me, I don't know if I told you guys, but I killed a 68 scoring turkey in Classic, and I forgot to trophy shot it. I did not realize what it was until I had already clicked accept. So I missed out on taxing the biggest turkey I've ever killed. Or not taxing, but I missed out on trophy shotting the biggest turkey I've ever killed. I still was able to tax it, but I'm mad that I wasn't able to get a trophy shot of it. The saddest thing I think I've ever done in Classic. Because I was at the Golden Tree Stand, so I was just spam claiming everything. Just claiming them as fast as I could so I could get back up to my tree stand. And yeah, 68 turkey. Rest in pieces trophy shot. I think that's the first time I've ever missed out on trophy shotting something that was actually, like, big. It was pretty sad. I still got video of it, though, thankfully, so I can at least have it in, like, a classic compilation. Hey, Parker, how's it going? Alright, let's see if we got any red deer up in this area. This is usually one of those spots where I find a lot of them. Just because it's super wide open. These wide open areas almost always have quite a bit of red deer and roe deer. This is actually where I got 2 of my piebalds, and I think even my melanistic was in this spot. This area is just great. Ooh, nice moose, that's awesome. Hey, Wild Crusader, how's it going? How much longer will I be streaming? Probably another 20-25 minutes. We got a little bit of time left. But after that, I have to get to editing tomorrow's video. There's a red deer. Looks like a female. Yeah, just a hind. That's unfortunate. I guess we did start an hour earlier on this hunt than I normally would, so that might be affecting things a bit. I typically start hunting at 8 and we started at 7 today. Might be affecting what we're finding, but I don't think it would affect it too much. Just hoping we can see at least one decent stag before the end of the stream. I just want to get at least one good trophy. Red Feather was a very slow hunt. Hopefully Valdaboy can give us something good. Got the 3 hinds there. That seems like it. We'll spot them all just to level up spotting a little bit. There we go. And it's just one of the hinds. Oh well. You know, one thing I never really do on Valdaboy is go up into the mountains to hunt red deer. Like, I typically always stay to the river. I never really hunt, like, all of the area surrounding the river. I'm wondering if maybe we should do that one of these days. Instead of hunting the river, we should go off of the river and just hunt around it. That could be fun. Hey, Jonas. I'm glad that this stream can help you out, man. Unfortunate that life's been a little bit rough for you, but I'm glad that the streams are helping. Come on, big males. Where are you? Is that one? Oh, hold on. That actually might be a big one. Ooh, there we go. Look at that beauty. 175 to 265. And so it's not max score estimate. Doesn't go clear up to 270s, but this is probably a 260s stag, maybe 240s, but I'm hoping 260s. At least it's something decent finally. About time we get something decent. High 240s or low 250s? Yeah, probably. I'm hoping for 260s though. But you're probably right. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Definitely decent. Oh, now we gotta be extra careful not to spook these hinds. We want to make sure we get these down too now. What? How did that not drop her? What? That should have been good. We're still good though, I think. Yeah, he's not spooking. We're still good. We might have just been barely above the spine. Yes, Sandra, we're actually using the 7mm Odd 8 right now. Using the 7mm Odd 8. I almost, like, completely broke there for a second. I got stuck on 7mm. Oh, man. But yes, there is a 7mm Odd 8 in Classic. We're using it right now. And it is a great rifle. Definitely my favorite. Yes, Nazis. It actually is only on Steam. Steam is the only place you can get Classic. Look at that giant. What a big male. Oh, there's one really close. Oh gosh. There's a hind really close to us. Oh my gosh. Clutch neck shot. How did we manage that? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that worked. I was so worried that that would miss. Honestly, I love the bipod toast. It's one of the reasons why the 7mm is my favorite rifle. The bipod I always find so useful. I know some people hate like how it gets weird on certain surfaces, but you just got to be mindful of where you are actually placing it. I found it to be more useful than not useful. Go ahead and grab this real quickly. That clutch neck shot. Now let's get this guy, our big male. First decent kill of the day. Crazy that it's been almost 2 hours and this is the first decent thing we've seen between Red Feather and now Valdaboy. 200 kgs and 245. Not bad. Not bad, but not huge. Honestly, this guy is just gonna get trophy shot pose. Not gonna try and place him special or anything. Then let's go with that one. That brush is in, like, unfortunate position, but honestly, that doesn't look bad. I kind of like that. I kind of like how that looks. It almost looks like one of those real-life hunting pics where they try to, like, stand as far away from the animal as they can and to make it look bigger. That's almost what this seems like. Once the light comes back a little bit better, we will snap this photo. I think that's the best it's gonna get. Let's go to the chroma filter and see if that... yeah, brightens it up quite a bit. We'll go with that. Not bad at all. I'll take it. Decent kill. Hey, there's another stag. Not huge, but another stag. Oh yeah, smash. Gotta love those, right? 250, right? 245. That was a 245 stag. For sure, wild man. They look really good. I've always loved Classic's red deer. I like both Classic and Call of the Wild's red deer. I think they're both great. Yeah, Revive, you did join at the right time. Perfect timing. Just see one more stag out here. I'm just waiting for the day that I get a 240 plus red deer with a rare fur type. That will be a fantastic day. Nice, Unknown Toast. What did you end up getting? Yeah, I can see what you mean by that, Toast. It's definitely better on flat surfaces, but even on like a slope like this, you can find an area that's good enough. Like, even if it's aiming you down, you can most of the time still get yourself angled up to like where you can make a shot. Like right here, we can still make this shot perfect even though we're on a slope. I don't know, I always find this to be more useful than not useful. But that's just me. Not everybody's gonna like it, obviously. She's still alive. Oh yeah, that arrow went way higher than I wanted it to. My bad. That poor thing. Nice, float. Whitetail, black bear, rock elk, timber wolf, coyote, and puma. Jeez, dude. Yeah, that's really good. Definitely good. Yeah, it is kind of strange. We don't need tags for coyotes here. Here in Oregon, coyotes are fair game. You see a coyote, you can take it as long as you have a hunting license. No limitations on them at all. I believe it's just as long as there's another hunting season active, then you can take a coyote. And mountain lion are an all-year thing, so you can take coyotes all the time. Oh yeah, definitely depends where you live. As with anything. Every state's got different laws. Every country has different laws too. Some countries don't even allow hunting. Which I couldn't even begin to understand why, because it is actually extremely helpful to, believe it or not, it's helpful to the species you're hunting in a lot of cases. And can be helpful to other animals too. Like a lot of areas have overpopulations of predators, and hunting them helps the other species thrive in the area. Like for example, here in Oregon, we've got a major mountain lion problem. There is an excess of mountain lions, and it's really hurt the deer populations in recent years. Two little roe deer does. Small as always. Out hunting for mice, spots a coyote. Oh yeah. Oh, without a license smash? Jeez. That's actually kind of cool. Here you still need a license, but there's not any other limitations on coyotes. Only limitation is you have to have a license. $50 bounty for coyotes. That's pretty cool, Float. I mean, that pays for, like, the gas and the ammo used. If you just get one coyote, you've basically paid for your little coyote hunt. That's actually kind of cool. It's a red deer hind. Where'd that small stag go? He must have been previously spooked because he did not come to the call at all. Call at all? All call. (24/7, 365). Yeah, a lot of places don't seem to have hardly any regulations for coyotes. Just because they are such a pest. Nah, they don't revive. It's not worth it for them, I don't believe. Mountain lions are not the greatest thing to have to deal with. They're pretty dangerous. And they do more harm than good in most areas. Some weird sounding red deer? Oh yeah, the hinds are interesting. However, the stags sound phenomenal in Classic. Always loved how the stags sound. Super realistic. There's a hind right there. Is that little guy? It's gotta be. That's gotta be that small one that we saw. It's get back up to the top of this hill and look down. Oh yeah, Revive. I've seen something similar. I mean, it wasn't with coyotes, it was with our dog, but he had howled. He howled whenever sirens would go by. So that's probably the same thing with the coyotes. It's because it does sound, to them it sounds like a howl. So they're basically just responding. Hey CG, how's it going? How you doing? Hoping to see at least one stag up here around this island. Nice, Dino. That's awesome, dude. That's really lucky. Yeah, sounds about right, Dave. Alright guys, I think we're probably going to go ahead and end the stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed though. It's been quite fun even though we only got one good trophy. That's a little roebuck. How big are you? You know what, we'll take these roebucks out first. Before we end, we will take out these roe deer. Just load in the high velocity rounds instead. And let's see if we can get these roe deer down. I don't think I've ever shot roe deer with the 7mm mod 8. Let's see how this goes. Roebucks for the road? Oh yeah. Let's see if we can... Yep, we can raise up high enough. We only have one shot left. I don't know if we got it. A Hail Mary? I doubt either of those hit. They were probably way off. I think we should have hit that first shot though. It might have been a bit high though. I don't know what the drop's like on that other ammo type, the high velocity. I don't really use it that often. Roebucks got smoked. Oh yeah. Hopefully both of them. I think one of them definitely got hit. I just don't know how good it got hit. Because it didn't drop on the spot, that's for sure. Something tells me it was non-vital. Or just flesh wound. One of the two. There's one of them. Still alive and kicking. You know, can we shoot them with the other ammo type? I'm not sure. Let's see. I don't think so. I think it's too big, but we will try this out at least. Definitely dropped it, that's for sure. I don't think it is allowed on them, but we'll see. No message from Doc yet. I think it's fine. Perfect. Hey, Douglas, how's it going? Yeah, it looks like we can take them with that round. That's perfect. Why didn't I just do that in the first place then? Welcome back, tall boy. Do it, unknown. Do it. That's what Doc gets for getting mad. Hopefully we can find that first one we shot. That would be great. Hopefully we can. Oh, there's one. I think that's the other one we shot. Yeah, let's just go claim this one. I think the other one got away. Here's our little roe deer. Did we hit you once or twice, sir? Once or twice? Just once. 126. Small male. Hey, we completed a mission, though. That's good. Do a quick scan over here for red deer. Nothing. Except that little roebuck there. Alright, well. Thank you guys for watching. We will end it there. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. At least we got one good-sized red deer during it. It was kind of slow on red feather, but at least once we jumped to Valdivoy, I was a little bit better. Yeah, we'll be back in 2 days. I believe tomorrow is Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday, so that's going to be my day off. But we'll be back on Thursday with another stream, probably on Call of the Wild. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.